Hi, this is Jamey, and today I'm going to talk about my favorite game mechanism in Gorus Maximus, which is a trick-taking game that can take place over multiple hands or multiple rounds, but you can also just play a hand, and I found that to be a really nice filler in this game. You just get a big hand of cards, you play out that hand, and the game is over. I don't think you're supposed to play that way. You're supposed to play over multiple rounds, but I enjoy playing that way just as a filler. There are two things that I wanted to mention real briefly with this game. One is a mechanism, and another is related to the components. The mechanism is, I don't know a ton of trick-taking games, so I don't know how unique this is, but you have 5 different trump suits. There might be fewer trump suits depending on the player count, but with more players, you have 5 trump suits. And the way the trump suit can change is if you play, say, a blue 5. You have a blue 5 on the table. It's my turn to go. And I play a 5 of a different color, and all 5s are unique, so if I play 5, it's going to be of a different color. That changes the trump suit to that color. So in me matching that number, I suddenly control the trump suit for that hand. I mean, I may not necessarily win that hand, but at least at that point I have the trump suit. I really like how elegant that is. Like it adds a touch. Well, there's plenty of uncertainty in the game, but I found there are moments in this game where I think that I'm kind of out of a hand. I don't really have a chance. And then someone plays a number that I have that number and I'm back in it. So I always kind of feel like I'm engaged in every hand of the game because of that numerical matching and because it becomes the trump suit thanks to that mechanism. I think that's really, really great. Now, the components in this game, for a trick-taking game, such a simple game, are really fantastic. I would recommend, if you get the chance, get the cards and just like touch the cards. The back is textured, the front is smooth. They feel great. They're plastic cards, so they would last forever. And here's the really, really clever touch, I think, from the publisher, Connor, who's also the designer. Nice, Connor. Didn't realize you designed it. Well done. The box is pretty big. Like it's a sizable box. You can see how big it is in comparison to my hand. So it has a nice shelf presence in terms of size and visibility, but it's also portable. Connor included a tuck box, and maybe this is the Kickstarter edition. I don't know if this is in the retail version, but if it is, brilliant. There's a tuck box for the cards inside the box, so you can see how it kind of fits in here inside the box. So you have a full box if you want for your shelf or shelf presence at a retailer, but if you want to take the game to go, you just pack up a bunch of cards in this box and you take off. I think not all of them fit. I think it's like enough for a 4-player game fit into this box. But I love that he included a tuck box inside the box, because the shelf presence for this wouldn't have been very good at all. But to have a big box like this works great. So I just thought that was really, really clever. If any of you are designing a trick-taking game and you want it to have a nice shelf presence, but also want it to have the portability of a card-driven light trick-taking game, include a tuck box in the box. I'm sure it did not add that much of a cost. It's more the clever innovation of Connor to think of doing that. So those are my 2 favorite things about Gorus Maximus. Here's the Kickstarter sleeve. If you have any mechanisms that this made you think of, a favorite trick-taking mechanism, a favorite component, like a box inside a box that you want to mention in the comments, I'd love to hear about that. I'd love to hear your thoughts. All right, thanks.